Good morning, everyone. I always look around, make sure there's no one watching me, because I figure they probably look at me like I'm some weirdo for talking to my camera. Not quite comfortable doing that just yet. It's pretty funny. This might be a little longer video, and as you can see, I'm out here, I'm walking, but I'm gonna eventually run because I'm keeping my running going, as I mentioned. I think I'm gonna run at least three times a week, maybe 4 if I feel like it, because I really did get a lot of benefit out of running. I haven't given up on it. And besides, look at this day. I get to come out here and enjoy this beautiful day. It's nice. But we're focused on gratitude, and this might be a little longer one because I have some pretty important ones that are dear to my heart. These are people that I'm grateful for. The first one is a former teacher of mine. So I don't know, you know, those that are new to the channel's new, so I'm sure that if you're new, you don't know a lot about me, but I was a yoga teacher for 9 years-ish. At one point, we owned a yoga studio, and for about a year. And through that process of becoming certified as a yoga teacher and teaching in general, I met some really great teachers. And one of those teachers is, his name was Brian Legere. He's no longer with us, unfortunately, but he's an incredible human being. So when I was looking to get into teaching yoga, I wasn't sure where to go. I wasn't sure how to get certified, whatever the process was. So I started looking up schools that offered teacher training and teacher training certification. And I reached out to about 4 of them, and only one person replied to me, and it was Brian. And that's the universe talking, if you ask me, because through Brian, I met a lot of other really great teachers who you'll be hearing about, you know, throughout this year as I do these videos, because I'm going to start to shift some of my focus a little bit in these videos. But Brian was an incredible human being. He taught me so much. You know, I did 200-hour teacher training, and I did way more than 200 hours with Brian, and I learned a lot from that man, and I'm just super grateful that I was able to meet him. I'm grateful that he replied to my email all those years ago and became a really important part of my life's journey, and my yogic journey, of course, too. So thank you, Brian. May you rest in peace. You're an incredible human being. The next person that I want to mention is my Aunt Karen. I mentioned my Uncle Dana. Well, I want to mention my Aunt Karen because she took care of my uncle. You know, she loved my uncle, but she also loved us. She's just a really great human being and a loving and caring person. And I couldn't be more thankful to have her as a part of my life and a part of my uncle's life. She's just a wonderful person. So thank you, Karen, for taking care of my uncle, for taking care of me at times. I appreciate you. The next person that I'm grateful for is my cousin Brian. He's a tattoo artist. He is the artist on my entire right arm. All of the work on my right arm is my cousin Brian. You know, Brian was different than the rest of us kids. He walked to a beat of his own drum, never really worked for corporate America, always did his own thing, opened several tattoo shops. At one point, he made tattoo guns that he sold. I'm not sure if he's still doing that, but he did that. I remember going to his shop and seeing all of the work he was doing. It was incredible. He is an inspiration to me, whether he knows it or not. I've never told him that, but he's an inspiration to me to keep reinventing yourself, keep trying something different. He's an entrepreneur, and he inspired that entrepreneurial spirit in me as well, to keep trying something different. I always admired him. I know that he had struggles. It wasn't always easy. It might not even still be easy for him, but he did it. Unlike the rest of us, you know, we worked for corporate America. He did his own thing, and I always admired that about him. and always remained inspired by that. So super grateful for him. He's an incredible person. I love him very much. And now on to his brother Scott. He's an incredible guy. I admire his faith. I respect his marriage and his relationship that he's had with his wife Danielle. She's also a really wonderful human being. He's got 3 really great kids, very respectful kids, which says a lot about a man, I think. But the reason why he's important to me, not just because of those reasons, obviously he's a great example as a human being, but it's because of him that I fell in love with the beach. We would go visit him when I was younger. I'd go visit him in the summers, and that's where I fell in love with the beach, because he loved the beach. He was always on the beach. He was playing volleyball, he was surfing, and I loved just hanging out with him at the beach. So that's one reason why I'm grateful for him. But that guy, being the beach lover that he is, moved all the way from Huntington Beach, California to South Carolina or North Carolina, or one of the Carolinas, really far away, changed his life completely. And that I admired as well, and was part of the inspiration behind us moving across the country to Florida. I looked at him and said, he can do it. He's doing it successfully. What makes me think I can't? And ironically enough, I moved to the beach because I love the beach. I lived in the desert before. So he was not only a part of me moving to the beach, which is where we live now, pretty close to the beach, but he was part of me actually feeling brave enough to make that move. Now, not the whole reason why I did it, obviously, but an inspiration to go ahead and try it, you know, and to see that it can be successful, that someone can actually have success in doing it. So I admire him a lot. I'm grateful for Brian Legere, my former yoga teacher, my Aunt Karen, my cousin Brian, and my cousin Scott, all for different reasons, for inspiring me at different points in my life. And they don't even know it. That's the interesting thing. You don't know what kind of an influence you are on other people. You know, you really don't. I mean, especially my 2 cousins, they don't know. They don't know that I looked to them for inspiration in different ways. You know, my cousin Brian for his entrepreneurial spirit, my cousin Scott for being brave enough to move across the United States, and for his love of the beach. They didn't know those things, so if they ever see these videos, I hope they realize how important they are to my life. So anyway, I'm talking and walking way too much. It's time to get on this run. Told you I'd still keep doing it, so here we go. I mentioned at the beginning of this that I still feel weird doing these video logs out in the public right here like this, which begs the question. I mean, obviously you guys are watching this, you don't think it's weird, right? But while you're doing it, you do. It begs the question, should you care about what other people think of you? How important is that? Right? They may be looking at you like, what's that weirdo doing with the camera running and talking to himself? Well, they don't know I'm talking to you, right? Should you care? I don't know. On another note, I had this really great idea. So, along with podcasting, you know, the things that Mindy and I are doing while we reinvent our careers right now, we started a merchandise line. The Break from the Grind merchandise line. And so I thought, every time I'm done with one of these challenges, I'll create a t-shirt to commemorate it and put it up for sale. So this week, I started working on a design for the gratitude, and there will be a t-shirt at the other end of it. It's a simple shirt, nothing crazy, nothing elaborate. So look for that shirt. It'll come in the video tomorrow when I do my final gratitude and then summarize the week. Thank you guys for being a part of the journey. I really appreciate it. It's been fun communicating with you guys. Let's finish this run and finish out day 6. Whew. I'm back, I'm sorry. I want to touch back on you never know who you're influencing. Like my cousins, my Aunt Karen. So just be the best version of yourself, because you never know who is looking to you as an example, as a positive example, as a role model. We should all work to be the best versions of ourselves and take care of the people in our lives. Be kind to them, because you never know if they're looking to you for inspiration in their own life. All right, that's it. You can see I'm getting out of breath. Talking too much. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.